Stand by for action figures. Anything regarding action figures can happen in this YouTube video. Lilandra, Marvel Legends Lilandra. At an Italian Comic-Con, you've become ever so clear. Welcome back to Flicks and Figs. It's been a minute, so let's talk about the latest action figure news, both film related and otherwise, on TAKTAK Toys With Film. So yeah, stand by for action figures. This video is not for kids, and let's talk about all the sort of news, action figure news that's been going on. So first off, yeah, like I say, here's a better look at Marvel Legends Lilandra. Obviously, we had the head with Mystique years ago, but this is a full body of Lilandra. Apparently, that head may not be compatible with this figure, but here's a good look at her. So no doubt she'll be out soon, maybe in a 2-pack, something like that. But you never know. Just to let you know, I am working on my Jada Toys MCM Comic-Con video. I've had a few people ask me about it. The sound is not so great, so I'm going to have a listen and maybe do a voiceover, but stay tuned for that. On a completely different note, here's a better look at the Ramen Toys bread van. As you can see it in all its glory. Apparently in Chinese, Ace from Ramen put on Facebook, in Chinese, bread and car means van. That's why it's been called the bread van. But as you can see here, it's dwarfing a mask vehicle, one of the classic mask vehicles there. Has like loads of open doors and side door. You can guess what sort of vehicle this reminds you of if you watched a certain 80s sort of action Saturday afternoon TV show with 4 mercenaries for hire. Then you'll probably know, not Ghost Rider, but you'll probably know what this van sort of reminds you of. You know, there's other vans that maybe Ramen Toys might be able to look at. I think they're going to be doing quite a few 1/12 scale vehicles, so there may be a Punisher van might do the trick. But yeah, obviously here's some G.I. Joe figures. At least one of them's G.I. Joe, one of them's Rock and Roll. Don't recognise everyone, but anyway, that's the Ramen Racer next to it. So as you can see, it's massive. And Fresh Monkey Fiction are going to be giving us some 6-inch or 1/12 scale Soldiers of Fortune. So you may be able to put those in your bread van and sort of, you know, organise an A-team of sorts if you want to. So that's something exciting to look forward to. Moving back to Ramen Toys, here's their 1/12 scale bridge tank. Now this will go great with your G.I. Joe Classified, Valorverse Action Force, Fresh Monkey Fiction Operation Monster Force, probably. All those sort of military 1/12 scale lines. And talking of military in 1/12 scale, we've got to look at Hiya Toys and their Universal Soldier. I believe the character is Luke Devereaux, but it's basically Jean-Claude Van Damme from that 90s film. The Universal Soldier seems to have sort of not as well remembered as some other sort of action films from the 90s, but you know, it's maybe a bit of a cult classic. It's fairly decent, but yeah, it's good to see Hiya Toys branching out and doing some of these characters from 90s action films. Obviously they're going to be doing Rambo, one of the first characters they're going to be doing. I think they've got Judge Dredd on the cards, RoboCop as well. So it's good to, I think it's good to see this version of Jean-Claude Van Damme from Universal Soldier. Really good head sculpt, I think. Looks really, really decent. And, you know, that could open the doorway to a Dolph Lundgren one as the villain. Dolph Lundgren, Universal Soldier. But what do you think? Will you be picking this up, these Universal Soldiers up from Hiya Toys? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're enjoying the video, don't forget to smash the like button. Feel free to comment and subscribe. And here's a look at the Ramen Toys CAG set, or Canopy and Guns set for the Batmobile. This video should be sponsored by Ramen Toys. I've got so much Ramen Toys going on. But yeah, here it is. Apparently these guns fit on the top of the vehicle, and obviously the cockpit slides into place if you do want sort of an upgrade for your 89 Batmobile. So there you go. You can get the CAG upgrade set, or the Canopy and Guns upgrade set from Ramen Toys. And yeah, Ramen Toys look like they're on a roll, don't they? They're giving us new vehicles. They're giving us upgrade sets. They've got all sorts of things going on. And sticking with DC, we got a better look at the classic Mezco 1/12 scale Joker. He comes lame with accessories. And if we're going to go classic, and talking to DC again, McFarlane Toys are giving us a Lex Luthor Super Friends character. This looks quite fun. Although it's 7-inch, maybe it might be one I'll pick up, I'm not sure. This does look fun, in particular, Captain Carrot. So a McFarlane Toys Captain Carrot DC figure. Now, yeah, I mean, it looks like a really fun figure, actually, you know, and it could probably work in other scales, such as 6-inch, because it's a kind of anthropomorphic rabbit. You've got this Green Lantern Batman. So, you know how McFarlane loves his Batmans. We've got McFarlane Green Lantern Batman. And then a 90s Superman as well, with Crypto, apparently. And we're going to see a picture of him in just a minute. So, yeah, these have been some reveals from McFarlane Toys. And we've got I'll give you a little hint later on in the video. There's going to be some spoilers, some sort of really recent news of some McFarlane figures that have just been kind of announced. Shout out to Craig's Nostalgic Collection. He sort of like gave me a little tip about these figures. Anyway, we've got the Mezco 112 Snyderverse here with a Snyderverse Justice League set. Batman, Superman and the Flash. So there you go. It'd be nice to have Wonder Woman and Aquaman re-released, and maybe Cyborg in Mezco 112 scale. But here's your Ben Affleck Batman, or your Batfleck. Yeah, I did initially have this myself, actually, both the Nightmare version and the regular version. Here's the Superman in that costume that I think it made it into the director's cut of the film, as far as I'm aware. But yeah, the black and silver costume in this case. So this is Henry Cavill as Superman, of course. And yeah, these Mezco 112 figures were quite nice at the time when they were initially released. Obviously, you had Superman in the classic colours. Yeah, both actually. They had this one as well, and obviously the Flash here as well. So yeah, you can sort of assemble a miniature Justice League there. Snyderverse Justice League, if your heart desires. Some nice photography here, and sort of what do we call it? Sort of flash options, options around the Flash. Trying to think, lightning options. That's right. That's one of the word I'm looking for, around the Flash. So yeah, talking of the accessories. Here's the accessories they come with. You can see Superman comes with some hands, a stand, obviously. Yeah, an extra head with the sort of laser beam effects. Yeah, here's the lightning effects with Flash, some extra hands and kind of extra head. And so yeah, you know, some great options for toy photography or just display on the shelf, depending on how you want to do it. Batman, here we go. He comes all with his grappling hook, batarangs, various sort of bits and pieces, and unmasked head, all sorts of different gadgets. And sticking with DC, we got a better look at the McFarlane DC Animal Man. Now this looks like a fun figure. I remember Animal Man comics, and I've said it in a video before. Really prominent in the 80s and 90s, so this does look quite a fun one. Maybe one I'll pick up, I don't know. But I think Captain Carrot looks really fun. Anyway, spoiler alert now, so do look away if you don't want to know anything ruined here. But a load of sort of DC Multiverse figures have been leaked, and I'll try and go through these with you as we go along. So we've got Parallax and the Batpod. Here we go, from the Dark Knight. So these are kind of your first two releases. Here you go, and then following on from that, and these are on a website apparently. I don't know what they are. I don't know what RM is, what currency RM is. But you've got Flash, Wally West Flash and Nightwing from DC versus Vampires. Following on from that, a character called DC Rival, who I'm assuming is like some kind of maybe zombie version of the Flash, the original Flash, or something like that. And a Cassandra Cain Batwoman, I believe. Yeah, so there we go. Yeah. And we've got, next up, we've got a Batman Night's End, and Batman Nightfall. Now these figures, I believe, have been released already, so maybe they're just re-releases. There might be some slightly different decos, something like that, but looks like I'll be getting two versions of those. We've got a classic-looking Bob Kane and it says classic JLA Superman. It must be Hong Kong, looking at the sort of description there, so maybe these are on a Hong Kong website. But we've got those coming up. What else have we got? We've got a JLA Green Lantern, apparently, which it looks like animated here, and some kind of animated JLA Batman, so perhaps some animated figures. I do believe these are DC Multiverse, but we'll soon see. And here's some more DC Multiverse. I believe this is Dark Knight Rises and Batman v Superman Batmans. So yeah, there we go. More Batmen for you to enjoy. These are movie versions this time. And we've got a DC Dark Knight Rises Catwoman. There's a Spawn statue as well, but I mean, non-articulated, unfortunately. But yeah, in terms of articulated action figures, we've got the Catwoman. We've got a Batman. Oh yeah, sorry, okay, there's two versions of Aquaman here, so I didn't make a note of that, but two versions of Aquaman, a classic looking one and a sort of 90s looking one that you can see there, both 7-inch scale figures, I think. Court of Owls Batman and a Green Lantern, as you can see here. So yeah, so again, plenty of Batmen. You know, Todd, he loves his Batmen, so he's keeping us, keeping the collection of Batmen going. And what else have we got? We've got a character called Blind as a Batman, which I believe is from the animated series, I presume, and a Kilowog as well. So the Blind as a Bat character will be from a 6-inch one, so actually it'll be from that 1960s Batman cartoon. And then Batman Rebirth Frostbite and the Hellbat armor, again, which the Hellbat armor has been released originally in the first wave of DC Multiverse figures, so maybe it's a re-release. I guess we'll see. And if you're enjoying this video, again, don't forget to smash the like button. Feel free to comment and subscribe. And back to Ramen Toys, a little look further at the Musk playset. That's what she said. Apparently, I guess because we must be thinking that's enormous. So as you can see, it comes with all sorts of things like detachable drain covers, yeah, opening doors, and it looks great. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously this is the grayscale version, and inside working sewer system, so lights by looks things, it even lights up, so that'll be fun. So yeah, plenty to keep your action figures in display, you know, in display. So you can keep your turtles in there, or anything sewer dwelling. You can keep some DC, maybe Crocmaster, maybe, you know, some of the third party sort of anthropomorphic animals you can keep in there. It's really up to you. So here's the street scene version of the Musk, or the street scene level of the Musk. So yeah, I mean, plenty to display. And he's put the Ace has put the Ramen Racer inside inside the Musk, or inside one of the sewer sections, like a garage. So you can see how big it is, that it fits a 6-inch scale vehicle here. And talking of the turtles, here's a new wave of Super 7 turtles revealed. You've got a sort of Michelangelo, the Rat King there, a Leonardo, and a sort of battle damaged or foot soldier. So you could put those in your Musk. And again, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to smash the like button. Feel free to comment and subscribe. And just to let you know, regarding Valorverse Action Force, the Warpath Eclipse is up on the Valorverse website now. You can pre-order her. Valorverse, of course, Action Force will soon be coming to TAKTAK Toys, but you can order her now. She's in stock. And we got a better look at Grendel from Loose Collector with his Action Heroes line, and Fist of the North Star will be coming from Storm Collectibles, sorry, that's the company, in 7-inch scale, so that'll be one I'll be looking out for. And talking of anime or sort of manga type things, you've got to look at third-party Vegeta here from Dragon Ball Z. And just going in a completely different direction, we've got King Spawn shown off from McFarlane Toys here. So yeah, so plenty of different things to look at. Are you going to be pre-ordering any of these things? Let me know in the comments below. What's your favourite thing you might have seen in the video so far? Do let me know in the comments below. And of course, the weekend just gone was Legions Con, so a few of the Who crew, a few of my good friends from the Who crew did go to Legions Con. So here we got a look at some some of the Mythic Legions characters. They always look so glorious when they're photographed. Don't know if Trevor the 1/6 Shooter actually photographed these, but they are. If he did, shout out to him, and they are actually lovely looking here on display. So if you do collect Mythic Legions, and they are worth collecting, I would say they're obviously kind of a bit pricier. They're sort of around the $50, £50 price mark, but well worth it. Well worth it. They come stacked with accessories, and of course you've got Cosmic Legions now as well. But if you do like your sort of fantasy type Lord of the Rings style, you know, or kind of Game of Thrones or anything like that style characters, then, or Master of the Universe, anything like that, you know, Mythic Legions is right up your street in that sort of fantasy Warhammer style aspect, but in action figure form. So yeah, you've got a dwarf here and a lady warrior, maybe 2 dwarfs actually, but yeah, I mean, you could just collect Mythic Legions, to be honest with you, nothing else, and you'd be sort of happy all day because of how much they do pump out the 4 horsemen. They really do world build for you. You know, you really can world build. And they're going the same way with Cosmic Legions as well. You know, we've had a few waves of Cosmic Legions. So if your preference is something more galactic based, maybe to fit in with your Star Wars Black Series or anything like that, of course you can go Cosmic Legions. But if you do want these characters, I mean, they'd fit in with you, like, they are a slightly different aesthetic, but they fit in with you like Marvel Legends kind of Asgardian figures like Thor or Loki or anyone like that. You know, you could have these kind of characters in the background on a shelf or in a display or in toy photography. The aesthetic will be slightly different, but if you don't mind that, go for it. Or Master of the Universe, same kind of thing. Again, slightly different aesthetic, but I mean, look at this. Who wouldn't love this? A sort of barbarian warrior riding a bear, you know. If this is your kind of thing, then, you know, you just can't resist it. And here we've got sort of an elven looking warrior, sort of in Mr. Battle there, taking on a few arrows. But yeah, I mean, like I say, I've had a few Mythic Legions in my time, in my collection, and I can tell you they're well worth the price. They're well worth it, you know, in terms of accessories. People do say sometimes the articulation isn't the best. I think it's fairly decent. I think the articulation is quite decent for what you get. You know, you're not going to yeah, you're not going to be getting these characters into Spider-Man-like poses, but it's pretty decent, I think. And just moving on to McFarlane Toys again, and maybe going in the same sort of realms as Demon Slayer. We've got to look at a new Demon Slayer character. I have seen this character displayed quite a lot in different collections. I haven't seen this Demon Slayer myself, but if you know of it, let me know in the comments below. And this is Animal King Warriors of the Animal Kingdom, new character here from a new wave, looking a bit sci-fi. So again, that kind of realm. And SH Figure Arts are giving us a look at their Captain Marvel figure. And if you're enjoying the Marvels, here's one you can pick up. And talking of Marvels, for the latest Marvel Legends news, reviews and live streams, and with co-host Rich M, you can check out Dan Who Reviews for his live stream every Thursday, Turtles and Tea with Tanner and Dan, and Joe's and Juice, of course, with Tom, Mini Plastic Multiverse, Dan Who himself, and myself, all talking the latest G.I. Joe news. And we're going to do one very soon. Got plenty to talk about, so plenty to catch up on, so no doubt we'll be talking about that very soon. And of course, for action figure reviews in the UK and a weekly live stream as well, on a Friday you can check out Jay's Toy Collection UK. I'll put a link to his latest live stream in the comments below. And for action figure toy hunts in the stateside area, in particular in California, and some G.I. Joe reviews he's done on his channel as well, you can check out Miguel and the Wolfpack Toy Review. So feel free to check out his channel. Like I say, I'll put that in the comments below. Put all these YouTube channels in the comments below. You can, of course, check out AC Toy Design, Adam Crone, for all his custom action figures that he loves to make on his YouTube channel. He really does put a lot of effort into his action figures. Well worth a watch of his YouTube channel. Of course, you can join his Patreon if you want to. You can check out Why So Serious Toys. And feel free to check out Photo Dave and Toy Pics for the latest toy photography, action figure tips and tricks. And he does give you some great videos, entertaining videos talking about what he loves to photograph, sort of any tips he does photographing. So well worth a check out. You can check out Austin the Hero Collectors. Feel free to check out the 3POA podcast as well for action figure discussion. And you can check out Trevor the 1/6 Shooter. My mind went blank there. Sorry, Trevor the 1/6 Shooter. You can, of course, check out Elson Official Music for all the latest pop music covers. You can check out Cypher Sigma for toy pickups and film reviews. You can check out Agent Z-Man. Feel free to check out Big Will, Pixels and Plastic. And again, like I say, all these YouTube channels, the links for all these YouTube channels will be in the comments below. For action figure reviews in Ireland, you can check out Brian's action figure reviews. Feel free to check out Dante and the Infinity Equation. And yeah, like I mentioned, every single YouTube channel will be in the comments below. So, yeah, talking of toy photography, I know I mentioned it earlier. I've done a bit of toy photography. Here's a picture, very simple thing. Here's a picture of my VHS Cyclops next to my VHS Jubilee on my sort of background. That was a diorama that was made for me. Hoping to get into toy photography more. So let's see. And I'll of course add my shots to this video. And here's something I found. I should really make notes. I totally forgot what this is. It's sort of like a cyberpunk looking monkey character. Journey to the West monkey. Looks a bit like that, but sort of cyberpunk version. Can't remember. I saw this on Facebook. Can't remember what it is. It is 1/12 scale by looks of things. If you know what it is, or you've seen it on Facebook, or you can recommend it, or let me know where it's available. I did try checking 5K Toys, but couldn't see it on there. Let me know in the comments below, because I'd love to know more about this figure, and I totally forgot. And of course, places to buy action figures and pre-order them. You can check out Kapow Toys. Feel free to check out Comics and Cocktails. You can, of course, check out In Demand Toys, and feel free to check out Invincible Toys, and I've got a link to their futuristic combat soldiers, which are on Big Bad Toy Store, and you can check out the whole shebang. And feel free to check out Valiverse.com, and they've got for all your Action Force needs. Of course, Kapow Toys will have Action Force here in the UK, but if you do want to get any exclusives or anything, you can pop over to Valiverse.com. Feel free to check out Props and Replicas. And you can, of course, check out Star Action Figures and check out Gobsmack Comics as well. And links for all these independent UK retailers and, of course, Valiverse.com and Invincible Toys on Big Bad Toy Store are in the comments below. And if you like films, you can check out Film and TV Review, their website, and also the Film and TV Review YouTube channel. And one last thing here. This is an upcoming Kickstarter. It was at Legions Con. They're called Galactic Valor. So if you like sort of cosmic legions, this will be right up your street and will sort of fit in with that kind of collection. They have been shown on Facebook. I believe the company's called Foxfire Toys, something like that. But anyway, they were at Legions Con. I've had a few people that I know sort of tell me these were available, like Cloud Foxwell, tell me these were available at Legion's Con. So yeah, another action figure Kickstarter to look forward to. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Lots to talk about there, wasn't there? Been a hot minute since I've been away from you guys. So I hope good to see you all again, and enjoy those flicks and figs.